Inside Diddy's $2.6 million abandoned mansion. As promised in our previous video, we are here with another video about the life of another famous personality. We have toured a lot of celebrities' homes together that are worth millions of dollars. But do you know there is one person who spent his $2.6 million and didn't even live in the house? Yes, you heard it right. In our today's video, we are going to take a deeper look into P. Diddy's incredibly beautiful home was worth $2.6 million that he sadly left to rot. So, without any further ado, let's get into the video. Sean Combs, better known as Puff Daddy or Diddy in the music industry, has been an entrepreneur since he first became popular. The star's fortune grew due to his successful ventures and now continues with over $700 million net worth. While Sean showers family members with presents every day at home, it is not uncommon for this rich man to get something nice on occasion. 2. Especially if there are deals nearby where you can save money off your purchase. But who knew that this purchase was going to be abandoned? P. Diddy's insanely beautiful mansion. P. Diddy has turned pretty much anything he has ever worked on into massive success. There is still one house that never lived up to his lofty ambitions, which would be his infamous Atlanta house that was eventually abandoned. P. Diddy purchased the legendary estate in 2003 when things went pretty well for him. The play set him back $2.6 million. This was among many incredible properties in Diddy's legendary portfolio for a while. The gorgeous European-style mansion is set out on 7 acres of land. It is about as classy an estate as humanly possible. A metal gate opens to invite you through his long curved driveway. From there, it's a 7-bedroom property that features 5 garages and 11 bathrooms. As you approach the home, you see a gorgeous white estate with the kind of architecture and surrounding greenery you'd expect from a house in a downtown abbey or something. Inside, you see exactly the same huge wide-open spaces with marble floors that likely have an echo that will carry your first gasp throughout the house as you truly take in just how amazing it is. Huge chandeliers cover the ceilings, winding staircases lead deeper into the home, and the extensive grounds practically beg for you to throw a massive party as soon as possible. According to a few sources, P. Diddy ensured this house saw more than a few massive parties. As far as amenities go, Diddy got some cool additions, including an outdoor pool house, and tennis courts. Not only that, but the estate is in Dunwoody, one of the nicest suburbs of Atlanta. Houses in the area tend to be as classy as this one, if not quite as big. This is exactly the kind of neighborhood you'd expect someone with an eye for houses like P. Diddy. This mansion is now left abandoned. Still, his Atlanta home may have been his all-time best, that is, until it was left abandoned for years. As the years passed, P. Diddy's career went through several changes. For instance, there was that brief time he tried to be an actor in big-budget movies like Getting Him to the Greek. When things took a downward turn for both the country and Diddy's bank account, he could no longer keep his Atlanta mansion up. Not that it was ever far from his thoughts, though in fact he had full intention to fix the whole haunted house vibe that goes through the entire home. Now it is something else entirely though. A classy masterpiece is utterly crumbling away. The banisters on the winding staircases are falling away in thick wooden chunks. The roof of the kitchen is utterly destroyed, and carpets are pulled up in room after room. If you come out of the mansion and have a look at the pool, you can clearly see that it hasn't been used for years. Back into the mansion, the staircase that was under construction is left unfurnished. This enormously built 7-acre property showcases 16 Baroque-style Italian bathrooms and a 5-car garage, which is obviously left untouched. Pretty much the entire house ranges from looking like all it would need is a new coat of paint to fix it up, or that the whole thing just needs to be demolished once and for all. Sadly, though, this wasn't the original plan for this gorgeous Atlanta estate. Now the original idea was that Diddy would renovate the home and then sell it for an enormous profit. Don't tell me you wouldn't watch a reality TV show where P. Diddy went around the country flipping houses. I mean, come on, man. That is a hit waiting to happen. The only problem was that the housing market wasn't exactly as safe a bet as everyone thought when the late 2000s housing crash hit the United States. Diddy realized that his plans for the house would never see fruition. Eventually, he sold it for $1.3 million, a small fraction of what he paid for. Well, it's not quite so bad though. because his portfolio is still pretty extensive. Today, P. Diddy has a net worth of about $740 million. He has amassed this over a career that began all the way back in '97. Are all mansions of Diddy haunted? He also purchased a place in Beverly Hills back in 2014, like his Atlanta pad. It's a European-style villa that covers 17,000 square feet. Unlike his Atlanta home, this one was $40 million. He also owned a 3-bedroom apartment in New York City for $3.83 million in 2005. He ended up selling that one for over $5 million. So, what we actually find out is that it's not all haunted houses and disappointments for Sean Combs. However, his real estate failures have been more entertaining for the internet than his successes. Diddy's abandoned mansion eventually became quite the sensation online. Fans went nuts trying to figure out why it was abandoned in the first place. Some thought that the new buyers were just using the remodeling plan to launder money through the home. Some just thought that complications kept the house from getting the work it needed. Others seemed to think that Diddy went running after seeing Biggie's ghost in the house. Yeah, that's right. The famously deceased rapper apparently was haunting Sean Combs. Let's just choose this one to believe because why not face it? It is by far the best one. There are the obsessed fans who took it a step beyond even that. There are people on the internet known as urban explorers. These people take their obsession with abandoned urban spaces to brand new heights. They will actually break into abandoned homes, ruins, mansions, and supposedly haunted spaces to take these gorgeous, eerie pictures of what these homes look like when left alone for years, if not decades. While most seem to leave home undisturbed like some sort of strange mansion anthropologist, many seem to deface the homes even further. P. Diddy's old mansion was covered in graffiti in various rooms throughout the estate. This is not uncommon for urban explorers who want to leave a small trace that they visited a famous person's long-lost home. It's not a cheap hobby or a safe one. These people spend small fortunes traveling all over the world to get a peek inside the desolate spots the rest of the world has left alone for good. Then there are the several urban explorers who went out to one of these locations and were never heard from again. While some may risk their lives for this sort of exploration, most of them just do it for the awesome TikTok they can make about it. Still, even among people who specialize in going full Indiana Jones into the nicest abandoned homes in America, this home is identified as unsafe. Evidently, there are cameras everywhere, and the cops in this neighborhood are quick as bunnies. Predators were warned away with the heartfelt request: if you know where this house is, don't come to visit. Still, several different people found their way into the home. The potential to become Insta famous was too much for these people to handle. The Urban Explorers are obviously an action movie franchise that needs at least 6 movies and its own shared universe. All Diddy needs to do is abandon at least one more mansion, and I would say we got a franchise. It seems like these urban explorers are quite busy all over the world. They go through abandoned mansions, cities, and other creepy spaces. Needless to say, many claims to have seen at least one ghost, though probably none as cool as Biggie. That was all for the video. Hope you guys liked it. If so, please give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We will be back with another interesting video for you soon. Till then, take care and bye-bye.